This is a Blaring Out with Eric Blair show. Today I'm pleased to have jammer and slammer of the band Brute Force on my show. How's it going, guys?
Thanks for having us. Appreciate it.
Thanks for having us.
No problem.
Glad to be here.
Kick-ass heavy metal. I was listening to your EP last night at 2 in the morning, and I really heard a Venom influence there.
Right, we take that as a compliment too, because Venom, we listened to them a long time ago. We like that style. Their style had a big influence on a lot of people down the road. Like, for instance, we were talking about Metallica and other bands like that. And that's more of our style, like a Venom, a Motorhead. We have a lot of influence from Motorhead, one of our favorite bands, both because I just like their style. He likes the drumming, things of that nature. A lot of Wasp, Judas Priest, the heavy metal, the 80s guys, I guess, are the best that we can, the best style that we have for us. But Venom definitely was a little influence to us too.
You were professional wrestlers, which doesn't mean you can't wrestle people right now. If somebody tried to rob you or do something evil to you, you could probably waste them. But tell me how you went from being professional wrestlers to being rock stars.
We're brothers, so we would fight anyway. We still do as today. Shortly after high school, we wanted to be in a band, so we started a cover band. And it was me and my brother. He plays drums, I play bass. We looked for a guitar player. We were fortunate to find a guitar player. We struggled for a long time finding a singer. We couldn't find a singer for a long time. And then one day, we always liked wrestling too. We'd watch wrestling, and a guy named Michael Hayes, who was with the Freebirds, sang a song as a skit for what they did. And the very next day, we had a singer come over, and he said, "I can't sing like Motorhead, Killed by Death." And I'm going, okay, well, I've never heard that before. Can you play it? And then I heard that. So then we heard Michael Hayes singing and Lemmy singing. I said, you know what? We don't need to get a singer, a vocalist. I can sing and make my songs fit like that. So we fit together as a three-piece band and worked it out together like that. Shortly after we got started playing some places around Atlanta, we started getting more gigs. We got an opportunity to actually become professional wrestlers. So we took advantage of that. We went to the WCW's training school. We actually trained with Kevin Nash, who's Big Sexy. A couple other people were there. We got the opportunity to wrestle, so we put everything on the back burner. Once we finished wrestling a few years ago, we got into acting. And then as we got into acting, the last couple of years have been bad for the acting business itself. So we figured, let's get the band going before we just get to a situation where we never can, have that opportunity again. So that's why we got the band going.
Pretty much it, yeah.
What have been the reaction of your fans?
Everybody that sees us play, and I'm not trying to brag about it, just loves our stuff. It's like, I don't think there's anything out there like us. I didn't plan it to be that way, but it just worked out that way. And we have people come up to us all the time and go, you guys are the greatest sound we've ever heard in a long time.
I think the thing that really shows that you guys have got some magic is when you see kids getting crazy in the pit.
Right.
When you got a slam pit, you got people slamming, and I've watched some of those YouTube videos, and those people are slamming like their lives depend on it.
That's our crowd. You know, we want the guys in the pit slamming.
That's what it's all about.
Right.
That's what I hear when I hear your music. Is this is very visceral, intense, straight ahead. This is not Yngwie Malmsteen, this is not Rat, this is like straight ahead, let's bash our brains out, let's rock out, let's have a good time like there's no tomorrow.
It's like us, it's big, thick, and in your face.
Yeah, there you go.
That's
we
us.
just come out kicking ass.
One of the amazing things that's happening in your life right now is the Adam Sandler movie. Tell me about this movie and tell me about your roles in the movie.
They were looking for twins or fraternal twins or people to come in because the movie is Jack and Jill. He plays his twin sister. So what we did is we got a call to go to the audition, and we've been on so many auditions, and usually you have no luck at these things. And if you've gone to the same studio over and over again and you still don't get a call back, you have a kind of a negative attitude about, F it, I'm not going. So we got the call, and I told my brother, I said, they want us to go, and I'm not going to go. It's at 4 o'clock on a Friday in Santa Monica, the worst place you can go, beating all the traffic. You have to leave 3 hours early, and it takes you 4 hours to get home. So we're like, no, we're not going to go. And then at the last minute, we said, okay, we're going to go.
No, I wanted to go. He didn't want to go.
Whatever.
Tell the truth.
Whatever. So we go down, we sign in, and then there's like a bunch of twins walking around all over the place, and everybody's got an attitude. And it's like, what's the attitude? Either they're going to pick you or they're not.
Yeah.
It's got nothing else to do with it. So we go into the audition, and sure enough, there's the director, and there's Adam Sandler himself. So it was like, all right, now I got him cornered. He can't move. He's in the corner of the room, and he's talking to us. So I'm like, how often do you get to really, get control of someone that controls what you're about to do?
Yeah.
So we kind of pinned him in the corner, took him over, and then we just dominated the conversation with him and had him laughing and rolling on his, his butt. And the director too, they were both laughing and rolling on their ass. one thing led to another. 2 days later, we got the call and we got the part for the movie.
Now, how monumental is this for you guys?
It was important for us to get in. It was a huge. Adam Sandler's a huge star, and his movies are really good, and he's really popular.
The most renowned person that you guys have wrestled?
I want to say Jake the Snake, Abdullah the Butcher.
Wow.
Carlos Colon. We've been on cards, but we've been on cards with a lot of guys, a lot of different people. Mick Foley, Mankind. We've done shows with Stone Cold, Dallas Page.
Nice.
Just, you know, a plethora of people. I mean, you pretty much name them, we've been on cards with them. That's the good thing about the wrestling. You may not wrestle you, but I'm on the same card as you.
I believe wrestling to some extent is real, okay? I like Mexican wrestling. You're getting hit. No matter what, you're getting hit, you're taking a fall. You guys know how to do it right so you don't hurt yourself. So some people say that it's fake.
Anybody wants to, you know, think it's fake, just step in the ring. You know, even for just 2 minutes, you'll be begging to get out.
Contact us and we'll take you to a ring. We'll show you if it's fake or not. Then you can make your own decision based on some facts.
Name the other members of Brute Force.
Our other members, our guitar player, his name is Will Wallner.
Okay.
He's from San Diego via way of England.
Okay.
He's British.
And then
that's it. We have 3 people.
Just so you're a power trio.
Right.
You guys get a lot of compliments from the bands that you open for or open for you. And I've seen some pretty prestigious names like Wasp, LA Guns.
We just opened for with Joey Belladonna like 2 weeks ago. And he came back and told us that we did an excellent job. He liked our music. So I was pretty...
And he wanted to get a photo with us.
Cool.
You know, yeah, it's like, okay, yeah, I guess I got a couple of minutes I give you.
Yeah.
No, so when you hear that, it's really, you know, you're doing your music's doing a good job.
Now, as like a drummer, when I get Vinny or Carmine, and you know, they come over and they say, "Hey, good job," you know, they pat you on the back and say, "You sounded really good," you know, "You sound tight," you know, that's a good compliment, you know, from a 30, 40-year veteran, you know, telling you sound good.
Yeah, I think you guys have got a golden future.
If you like your metal, just loud, fast, and aggressive. You know, most of us, when we go to a show, we just want to bang our heads.
Exactly.
You know? I don't want to think about politics, or I don't want to think about this or that, or, you know, I just want to go and I just want to slam my head up and down, maybe slam into someone, get some energy out of me, you know, and that's what we provide for the fans.
And I think another thing that's good about your music is it doesn't remind you of your ex-girlfriend. Bob Kulick produced this record. What were the highlights of working with Grammy award-winning Bob Kulick?
Well, when you first walk in, all you see is platinum and gold all across the walls. And it's not him, you know, being egotistical. It's just that he's got a lot of walls. So there's a lot of gold, a lot of platinum on the walls. And working with him is really, it was the best experience. I've been in a lot of different situations between wrestling and music and just everyday life. And when you meet Bob, I mean, the guy is unbelievable. I mean, you walk in and he can tell if you're even talking out of pitch.
He has another guy working there named Brett Chasen. Him and Brett together, they really did a really good job with us because, to be honest with you, they helped me with my vocals. I was just kind of saying the words, and they helped me develop a style which really came across that EP more than I've ever had before. And he basically made us, even just a small amount of time that we were with them both, just better musicians and a better goal on our music. And I've said this before, I hope that down the road we're able to do all of our stuff with Bob and Brett. They really did a good job.
What is Brute Force's mission statement?
Basically, it's big, thick, and in your face. I mean,
so that is it?
That's basically our mantra, yeah. We're not, like I said, we're not out to change politics. We're not out to change your religion. I'm out to have you come out to our show and have a great time. Briefly
describe the subject matter and the lyrical content of the songs on the EP.
The first song is called Live for Speed, and it's a dedication to the heavy metal fans that like and know it just one way, fast and hard. It's also about getting laid. The second song is called Leather and Chains. It's about the lifestyle that you live as a heavy metal. You know, you live in leather and chains. You're born, you live in leather and chains. You live your middle of your life, you're in leather and chains. You die, you're buried in leather and chains. You ride a leather and chains on your motorcycle, and also getting laid. The third song is called Sex Machine. Hopefully that's self-explanatory. You've seen plenty.
Wait. It's about getting laid.
It's definitely about getting laid. And then the fourth song is called Thrill Queen. It's a tribute to the women in the adult movie industry who work to make us hard, rise to the occasion, and explode in ecstasy. And it's also about getting laid.
What can people expect from the live Brute Force experience?
We're not going to come out and We're not going to, you know, twirl the guitar behind our back, and we're not going to be David Lee Roth jumping up and down on stage. It's going to be fast, hard, loud music.
Into the pit.
You'll love the leads. The leads are fast and hard. They're sharp to the point. The music is loud. It slams you right in the face. Just like if you're in the pit, you have good momentum to do what you need to do in the pit. So we're not going to have any love songs. We're not going to slow anything down. It's just going to be constant in your face all night.
What's next for Brute Force?
We're trying to see if we can move into Europe, things of that nature. We have someone working with us who you know, who does a very good job at that. So we're just trying to go as far as we can, anywhere with that we can.
Play
do
as many shows as we can, get
right.
you know, more population that we cover, more people know who we are, and then it starts spreading from there.
Europe is going to love this stuff. And, you know, there's a lot of power in Europe when it comes to music. And they never throw their metal artists under the bus. Pinnacle of success for Brute Force.
My personal thing would be to make a good living off of my band. I don't have to be the richest guy in the world, but I would like to make a good living off of my band so that I could help the people down the road that actually help me out. We have sisters, our friends, people like that. And I would like to be able to have an influence on some of the kids where if we can do it, if we can come from where we came from and did it, then you should take the opportunity to do it too.
Jammer.
Thanks.
Slammer.
You got it.
It's been great having you on the Blaring Out with Eric Blair show. Blaring Out with Eric Blair show with Jammer and Slammer of Brute Force signing off.
The Blaring Out show.